Welcome to Mindful Glow, a space where ancient wisdom meets modern living. I'm so glad you're here today because what I'm about to share could not only change the way you think about money, but also transform your financial journey forever. Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you work, money just slips through your fingers? You work tirelessly, you save, you budget, but financial stability still seems just out of reach. It's frustrating, right? And you've probably asked yourself, why does this keep happening to me? Why does prosperity seem to elude me, even when I'm doing everything right? Now, let me ask you this. What if the key to unlocking true prosperity is not in your work ethic, but in something much more subtle? Yes, it could be that your home, the place where you spend most of your time, the space where you eat, sleep, relax, and work, might be influencing your financial energy in ways you've never considered. What if the very places where you store your money are actually blocking prosperity from entering your life? I know it sounds unbelievable, but trust me, ancient wisdom, particularly from Buddhist teachings, has long recognized the powerful connection between energy and material wealth. The spaces we inhabit, how we treat them, and the energy we bring into those spaces can either nurture financial prosperity or subtly sabotage it. Think about it. When your space is cluttered, chaotic, or disorganized, how does it make you feel? More often than not, we feel the same way about our lives, especially when it comes to our finances. What if I told you that with just a few simple changes in the way you store and treat your money at home, you could shift the energy around your wealth? What if these small adjustments could help you attract more financial abundance? Today, we're going to explore 7 key places in your home where storing money could actually be working against you. These places might seem harmless, practical, even, but unbeknownst to many, they carry hidden energies that can disrupt the flow of wealth into your life. And here's the fascinating part. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how your surroundings affect your financial situation, but you'll also have a clear, actionable plan to start transforming the energy in your home. I'll share with you specific practices grounded in both Buddhist teachings and traditional wisdom that will help you create a space that welcomes prosperity instead of blocking it. Now, here's why you can't afford to skip the next part of this video. If you don't explore what I'm about to share, you might continue facing the same financial struggles without even knowing why. Small changes in your environment could be the key to unlocking a wealth of opportunities that you've been missing out on. By ignoring these details, you may be inadvertently sabotaging your financial success. This isn't just a financial tip, it's a shift in how you interact with the energy of your money. And if you don't pay attention, you could remain stuck in the cycle of financial instability that you never realized you were contributing to. So, don't miss out on what's coming next. If you want to finally break free from the cycle of financial stress and create the abundance you deserve, the next steps are crucial. We're going to dive into 7 specific places in your home that could be blocking your wealth. These are places you might never have thought of, but they could have a huge impact on your prosperity. If you're serious about changing your financial future, you need to keep watching. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for to take control of your finances and your life. Stay tuned and subscribe to Mindful Glow so you never miss another video packed with ancient wisdom that can transform your life. I promise. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to begin welcoming prosperity into your life with open arms. 1. The mattress, a hidden tension. For generations, placing money under the mattress has been seen as a simple, even comforting, act. It's a habit passed down through the ages, a practice that symbolizes safety and protection. Money hidden beneath the mattress was often thought to be secure, a way of ensuring that wealth remains within reach, safe from theft or misfortune. But while this practice may have been a traditional way to safeguard money, have you ever stopped to consider the deeper implications of such an action? In Buddhist philosophy, we understand that everything is connected through the flow of energy, often referred to as qi or prana. This energy permeates all things, our bodies, our minds, and even the environment around us. The spaces we inhabit are no exception. Your home is an energetic field, and so too are the objects within it. Each item carries its own vibration, contributing to the overall energy of your living space. Your mattress is one of the most important items in your home. It is more than just a place to sleep. This space is meant to be a sanctuary, a retreat where you rest and recharge. It is a place of balance and rejuvenation, where the body and mind are supposed to find their equilibrium after a day of work, stress, and effort. When we lie down at night, we release the tensions of the day, allowing ourselves to be restored and healed in the comfort of our own bed. However, when we place money under the mattress, we inadvertently introduce a conflict into this sacred space. Money, especially in the modern world, is inextricably linked to our survival and security. It represents our ability to meet basic needs, provide for our families, and create a sense of stability in our lives. But it can also symbolize anxiety, worry over bills, debts, and the constant fear that there may never be enough. By placing money beneath the very space that is meant for rest, you are mixing two conflicting energies, the restorative energy of rest and the anxious energy of financial worry. Every night, as you lie down to sleep, your mind begins to process the stresses of the day. You may not consciously think about your finances, but the mere presence of money under your mattress brings a subconscious association between your sleep and financial concerns. The financial anxieties you carry with you throughout the day may seep into your dreams, magnifying your fears and further disrupting your rest. Instead of feeling relaxed and restored, your mind might continue to churn with thoughts of bills, debts, or worries about the future. The energy that should be helping you to relax and rejuvenate is now entangled with the energy of financial stress. This creates a kind of psychic tension that disrupts the very purpose of your bedroom as a peaceful retreat. This isn't just an abstract concept. Modern science supports the idea that financial stress has a direct impact on your well-being. Research in psychology and neuroscience consistently shows that chronic stress, especially stress related to finances, significantly affects sleep quality. Financial anxiety can lead to insomnia, restless sleep, and even physical health problems, such as high blood pressure or heart disease. The more your mind is preoccupied with financial worries, the more difficult it becomes to sleep deeply and restore your energy for the day ahead. When you combine this scientific understanding with the wisdom of Buddhist philosophy, the implications become even clearer. In Buddhism, we believe that the mind and body are deeply interconnected. When you disturb one, you disturb the other. If the energy of your mattress, a space of rest and rejuvenation, is tainted by financial worries, your body's ability to fully rest is compromised. This creates a cycle of tension that affects both your physical and emotional health. The act of placing money under your mattress may seem harmless, but it's introducing a subtle, yet powerful, negative influence on your rest and recovery. But how can you break this cycle? The answer lies in shifting your mindset and your environment. The lesson here is simple. Your mattress is a sacred space for rest, not a vault for worry. Your sleep should be a time of renewal, where your body and mind are allowed to recharge without the interference of external stressors. To create a harmonious environment, it's essential to separate your finances from your rest. Instead of placing your money under your mattress, consider a dedicated space where your finances can rest without creating anxiety. A safe, a locked drawer, or a special compartment. Any place that symbolizes security and peace rather than financial tension. By moving your money out of the bedroom and into a space that reflects stability and safety, you can release the energy of worry that is associated with financial instability. By taking this step, you're not just protecting your money, you're protecting your health. You're cultivating a space where your energy can flow freely and where your mind can rest and heal. With this change, your subconscious will no longer associate the act of resting with financial stress. Instead, you will create a clear boundary between the energy of sleep and the energy of money. This simple act will begin to shift your financial mindset and enhance your sense of security. Moreover, creating a restful environment free from financial concerns isn't just beneficial for your sleep. It's a spiritual practice in itself. In Buddhism, we speak of the importance of creating an environment conducive to mindfulness and peace. Every object, every action, has an energetic impact on your mind. By consciously choosing to place your money in a space that reflects security and peace, you are aligning your environment with your goals of prosperity and calm. Remember, rest is essential to your overall well-being. When your environment supports relaxation, your energy is renewed, and you can approach each day with clarity and focus. By moving your money from the mattress to a more appropriate place, you allow yourself to experience the full benefits of a restful sleep and a peaceful mind. As you let go of the subtle anxieties tied to your finances, you create space for new opportunities, abundance, and serenity to flow into your life. In the end, the simple act of moving your money to a secure and dedicated space may seem small, but its impact on your energy and well-being will be profound. As you transform your environment to support both your financial and mental peace, you take a step toward creating a life filled with calm, abundance, and harmonious energy. 2. The kitchen, a heart that consumes. The kitchen is often referred to as the heart of the home, a place where nourishment is prepared and shared, a space that fuels life itself. It's where the food that sustains our bodies is cultivated, cooked, and consumed. In many cultures, including Buddhism, the kitchen is seen as a space of constant activity, transformation, and vitality. It is a place where raw ingredients are turned into sustenance, where energy is both taken from the environment and replenished within ourselves. The kitchen is undeniably a space of creation and abundance, but it is also a space of consumption. And this dual nature can have profound implications for your financial well-being. When we talk about the act of eating, it's not just about the process of feeding our physical bodies. Eating is also symbolic of consumption and transformation. As food is prepared and eaten, it is converted into energy, sustaining us and allowing our bodies to function. But the very nature of the kitchen, its constant activity and the ever-changing flow of ingredients, makes it a space of impermanence. Just as ingredients are used up, consumed, and replenished, so too is the energy in the kitchen. When we store money in the kitchen, we place it in an environment that is inherently unstable, one of transformation, but not stability. Money, by its very nature, seeks stability. It is meant to be a tool for growth and security, not a resource that is perpetually consumed and replaced. In Buddhist philosophy, we understand that energy flows in cycles, and it is vital to respect the natural flow of that energy to cultivate abundance. Abundance isn't just about wealth, it's about cultivating an environment where peace, balance, and growth can flourish. If your money is stored in the kitchen, it is surrounded by the energy of consumption. The kitchen is a place where things are constantly being used, transformed, and consumed. It's a place of continual change. But money, in order to grow, requires stability and nourishment, not continuous disruption. When you place your money in a space that is always in flux, you are sending a subconscious message to your mind that your wealth is in a constant state of consumption, never able to accumulate or expand. This idea is closely aligned with the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, anicca, which teaches that everything in life is in a state of constant flux. While impermanence is a fundamental truth of existence, it does not imply that all things must be in a state of constant consumption. True prosperity, in both material and spiritual terms, requires stability. In Buddhism, we believe that abundance thrives in calm and stable environments, not in places of constant change and depletion. The kitchen, with its energy of transformation and consumption, is not an ideal space for storing something as sacred and precious as your finances. By placing your money in the kitchen, you may unknowingly be creating a pattern of financial instability. The energy of constant consumption can make it feel as though your wealth is always slipping away, always being used up, much like the ingredients that enter and leave the kitchen. This subconscious association can undermine your ability to cultivate lasting wealth and create a secure financial future. Instead of viewing your finances as something to be nourished and allowed to grow, you might begin to see them as something that is always running low, always depleting. This can foster a mindset of scarcity rather than abundance. Modern psychology also supports the idea that the environment we create in our homes can significantly influence our emotional and mental state. When we place our finances in a space that is chaotic, always in motion, and associated with the act of consumption, it can trigger feelings of anxiety and instability. On the other hand, placing your money in a space that symbolizes growth, protection, and balance creates a different energy, one that invites prosperity and allows your resources to accumulate and flourish over time. The key here is to recognize the symbolism of the kitchen as a place of consumption and transformation. Money, in order to thrive, requires a different environment, one that promotes growth and stability. Just as a plant needs a quiet, nurturing space to grow without constant interruption, so too does your wealth need a calm and stable environment to expand. Lesson: instead of storing money in the kitchen, choose a location that symbolizes stability, protection, and growth, perhaps a safe, a drawer, or even a dedicated space in your bedroom or living room where your money can rest and appreciate without being subject to the energy of consumption. A calm, quiet space is like a garden where your financial resources can grow and flourish without constant disruption. Think of it this way: just as you wouldn't plant a seed in a whirlwind of activity, you shouldn't expect your finances to thrive in a space that is always in motion and subject to constant consumption. Your financial energy needs a space where it can grow, appreciate, and expand in peace. By placing your money in a more stable, nurturing environment, you align your financial energy with the natural rhythms of growth and abundance. In the same way that we tend to our bodies with healthy food, our financial health needs to be nurtured in an environment that allows for sustained growth. The kitchen, with its constant activity and cycles of consumption, isn't the ideal place for this. Choose a space where your money can grow, protected from the energies of depletion and transformation. Just as plants need time to grow in a calm, nurturing space, so does your financial prosperity. The more you honor this natural flow of energy, the more likely it is that your wealth will expand, stabilize, and multiply over time. 3. The bathroom. Flush away your wealth? This might seem unusual, but bear with me for a moment. Bathrooms are often seen as spaces of purification, cleansing, and release. In many Buddhist traditions, water is a symbol of purification. It is the element that washes away impurities, both physical and spiritual, and facilitates renewal. Water is a sacred agent of release, helping us let go of what no longer serves us. However, when you store your money in the bathroom, an area so intimately tied to the act of release and drainage, you are, perhaps unknowingly, placing your finances in an environment that symbolizes loss, depletion, and impermanence. In Buddhist philosophy, everything carries energy, and every environment influences that energy. The bathroom is inherently associated with the process of releasing and letting go. It's the place where we cleanse ourselves and release waste, and thus it carries the energy of impermanence. Money, on the other hand, is traditionally seen as a means to foster security and growth, both of which are the antithesis of the energy present in the bathroom. When you store money in such a space, it's as though you are unintentionally aligning your financial energy with the symbolism of loss and drainage. Think about the act of flushing the toilet. It's a physical and symbolic gesture of letting go. Every time you flush, you are consciously or unconsciously releasing something from your life. When money is stored in the bathroom, you are linking it to this constant cycle of removal and depletion. The association between water and wealth, particularly the imagery of water flowing away, is one of scarcity. Just as the toilet flushes waste away, the money in this space can begin to feel like it is being flushed away. 2. Leading to subconscious beliefs of financial loss or leakage. This belief in depletion can be reinforced over time. Every encounter with your finances in the bathroom might subtly reinforce the idea that wealth is something fleeting, something that disappears easily. In Buddhist practice, we learn that attachment to material things can lead to suffering, but we are also taught the importance of cultivating environments where prosperity can grow. By placing money in the bathroom, you create an environment that makes it difficult to cultivate long-term financial stability. Your finances might seem unstable, perpetually slipping through your fingers, like water down a drain. Modern neuroscience supports this connection between the environment and our subconscious. Studies show that repeated exposure to negative cues can have a profound effect on our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. If every time you enter the bathroom, you see money, your brain might unconsciously start linking your finances with the energy of loss or impermanence. Over time, this could influence your financial mindset, leading to stress, anxiety, and even a sense of financial instability. These emotional cues may eventually become ingrained in your subconscious, shaping the way you view your relationship with money. The energy of the bathroom is characterized by transience and release, qualities that may seem incompatible with the cultivation of wealth, which requires stability, growth, and permanence. A place of financial prosperity is one where your resources can accumulate, grow, and be protected, ideally in a space that nurtures rather than diminishes your wealth. In Buddhist teachings, we are encouraged to create an environment that supports the long-term flourishing of all things, including wealth. When money is stored in the bathroom, you are inadvertently creating an energetic block to that growth. Think of the bathroom as a place where energy is constantly flowing out, and you begin to see why storing money there could be detrimental. It's a space where things are removed or discarded. Money, however, needs a stable environment, a space where it can rest without fear of being drained away or flushed out of existence. The solution is simple: remove your finances from the bathroom. Instead, find a location in your home that symbolizes stability, growth, and protection. Consider placing your money in a secure place, perhaps a drawer or a safe, where it can be nurtured, appreciated, and allowed to grow. A space that radiates security and permanence, like a safe or a protected drawer, will align the energy of your finances with the qualities of abundance and prosperity. In Buddhism, we are encouraged to clear our lives of clutter and negativity so that we can make room for what truly nurtures us. By moving your money to a location that reflects stability and security, you allow it to thrive in an environment that supports its growth and longevity. This simple change could shift your subconscious beliefs about money, replacing feelings of loss or scarcity with the awareness that your wealth is something that can expand, grow, and be nurtured over time. Just as water cleanses and renews, your finances need a stable, supportive space to experience renewal and abundance, not a place of loss and release. 4. Electronic devices, signals of disruption. We live in a digital world, one that is increasingly filled with electronic devices. Phones, computers, televisions, and other gadgets are integral to modern life. But what we often overlook is that these devices are constantly emitting electromagnetic energy. This energy flows in waves, creating a continuous, invisible web of disruption. While this technology undoubtedly serves many practical purposes, it is important to recognize that the energy they emit is often chaotic, erratic, and unpredictable. This kind of energetic environment is the antithesis of the calm, stable energy that is essential for cultivating financial growth and prosperity. In Buddhist philosophy, the flow of energy is crucial to our understanding of the world around us. We recognize that all things are interconnected by this energy, which influences how we experience both material and spiritual wealth. When it comes to money, a stable, nurturing environment is vital for its growth. But when money is kept near electronic devices, constantly bombarded by electromagnetic waves and the potential chaos of digital communication, it becomes vulnerable to disruption and instability. Let's consider a simple metaphor. Imagine your money as a plant. A healthy plant requires a peaceful, nurturing environment to grow. It thrives in a space with adequate sunlight, fresh air, and minimal disturbance. If you were to place that plant in a room with loud noises, constant vibrations, and sudden interruptions, like a room filled with televisions, radios, and flashing screens, the plant would begin to wither. It would struggle to grow, unable to flourish in the presence of such erratic stimuli. Similarly, your finances behave in much the same way. Money, like a plant, needs an environment where it can grow without being subjected to unpredictable, chaotic energy. Just as a plant needs a stable environment to thrive, your finances need a calm and balanced space to accumulate and grow. When money is kept near electronic devices, it becomes exposed to the same kind of chaotic energy that affects the plant. The constant bombardment of signals, notifications, and electromagnetic radiation can create an atmosphere of impulsivity and disruption, leading to the destabilization of your wealth. In Buddhism, there is a deep understanding that energy must flow in harmony for true prosperity to manifest. Money, as a form of energy, needs to be treated with respect and placed in a space that encourages stability and order. The noise and erratic movements of electronic devices can create an environment of confusion and distraction, which is detrimental to the process of financial growth. It is like trying to grow a garden in a hurricane. No matter how much potential is there, the constant disruption prevents it from reaching its full potential. Modern science also supports this idea. Studies in neurobiology have shown that exposure to continuous distractions and stimuli, especially in the form of technology, can lead to mental fatigue, reduced focus, and poor decision-making. Our brains are wired to respond to external stimuli, but in a world of constant digital noise, it becomes difficult for our minds to enter a state of clarity and purpose. This mental state is essential when it comes to managing finances, as financial decisions require careful thought, planning, and a sense of stability. If your finances are subjected to the same disruptive energy as your devices, your ability to make wise and intentional financial decisions will be compromised. Moreover, there is a growing body of evidence on the impact of electromagnetic fields, EMFs, on the human body. Prolonged exposure to EMFs has been linked to increased levels of stress and anxiety, both of which can have detrimental effects on our overall well-being, including our ability to manage money. If your money is consistently exposed to this kind of energy, it may subtly influence your relationship with wealth, reinforcing the belief that money is unstable, fleeting, or disrupted. Lesson: the key takeaway here is to remove your finances from the chaotic energy created by electronic devices. Instead of storing your money near phones, computers, or televisions, choose a space in your home that is calm, serene, and free from digital disruption. Consider placing your money in a secure drawer, a safe, or another dedicated space where it is free from the constant flux of electromagnetic waves. A calm environment provides the perfect space for your financial resources to grow with intention. In the same way that a plant flourishes in a quiet, nurturing space, your finances will thrive when they are placed in a space that promotes order, stability, and peace. Just as a garden needs time, attention, and the right conditions to bloom, so does your wealth need a space where it can grow and accumulate over time. By protecting your finances from the disruptive energy of modern technology, you are giving them the opportunity to flourish and prosper. By making a simple change, removing your money from electronic devices, you create an environment that allows your wealth to grow naturally. A serene and stable environment invites clarity, focus, and intentionality, which are essential for cultivating financial success. 5. The attic. Is your prosperity out of reach? At first glance, the attic might seem like a perfectly secure and hidden space for storing valuables. It's out of sight, protected from the hustle and bustle of daily life, and often appears to be a quiet, undisturbed place where your possessions can remain safe. But when we look deeper, we begin to see that the attic symbolizes something more profound, something that may affect not just the physical items you store there, but also your energy and mindset toward wealth. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a deep understanding that the nature of the space in which we place things directly influences how we relate to those things. The attic, with its hidden, remote, and often neglected nature, can symbolize something deeper within us, perhaps a subconscious belief that prosperity and success are always out of reach, distant, or unattainable. It is a place that is not easily accessed, often neglected or forgotten, and frequently viewed as a place where things are kept out of sight, out of mind. This association with neglect and inaccessibility can unconsciously affect how you view your relationship with money. By placing your wealth in an attic, where it's hidden away and perhaps even forgotten, you may be sending the message, both to your subconscious and the energy around you, that your prosperity is not something to be actively engaged with or nurtured. It becomes distant, something you can't touch or grow with intention. 6. The garage, a space of transience. Garages are dynamic spaces, places of constant movement, coming and going, and transformation. Vehicles are driven in and out, tools are used and put away, and belongings are stored temporarily, often in a state of disarray. The garage is rarely a space of stability or permanence. Rather, it embodies transience, a temporary resting place for things in motion. This transitory nature, while practical for its intended purpose, carries with it a deeper energetic significance that can impact the way we view and manage our wealth. From the Buddhist perspective, impermanence, known as anicca, is a fundamental truth of existence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Nothing remains static or fixed forever. However, this concept of impermanence applies more to external phenomena, such as the seasons or the passage of time, rather than to the core aspects of our lives that we wish to nurture and cultivate. True prosperity, whether it be material wealth, health, or spiritual well-being, requires an environment that fosters stability, steadfastness, and permanence, qualities that the garage, by its very nature, lacks. If you store your money in the garage, a space defined by constant motion and flux, you may unintentionally reinforce the belief that your wealth is always in transition, never truly accumulating, and constantly in flux. The garage, with its daily arrivals and departures, mirrors the feeling of instability. Your finances may feel like they are constantly coming and going, never truly taking root or growing in a meaningful, lasting way. In Buddhism, the concept of steadfastness is emphasized in many teachings. The tree is often used as a metaphor for stability. Its roots grow deep into the earth, firmly anchored, providing the tree with the strength it needs to weather any storm. Just as a tree cannot grow strong and tall without a stable base, your wealth cannot thrive without a stable foundation. When your finances are placed in a space of constant movement, such as the garage, you are unconsciously telling your subconscious that prosperity is not meant to be steady or rooted. It is something that is always in transition, moving, and unstable. This idea is reinforced by modern psychology and neuroscience, which suggests that we tend to form cognitive patterns based on our environment. When we associate money with instability, like in the chaotic energy of a garage, we may unintentionally develop a mindset that our wealth is fleeting, always shifting, and never truly secure. This could manifest in behaviors such as making impulsive financial decisions, living paycheck to paycheck, or feeling anxious about money. The lack of permanence in your environment can lead to a lack of confidence in your ability to manage and grow your finances. To break this cycle, it is essential to reframe how you view and interact with your finances. Moving your money away from the garage and into a space that symbolizes stability and long-term growth will shift your perception of wealth and provide a more grounded foundation for your financial journey. Consider a place that reflects permanence, such as a safe that you open regularly, a dedicated drawer in your bedroom, or a space in your home that feels anchored and steady. When you place your money in a location where it can settle, grow, and be nurtured over time, you are aligning your financial energy with the principles of stability and steadfastness. Moreover, the idea of movement in the garage, vehicles constantly coming and going, serves as a reminder of the need to maintain control over your financial decisions. If your wealth feels in constant motion, it can lead to a sense of lack of control or uncertainty, where money seems to disappear without ever staying long enough to grow. This can lead to emotional volatility, where the highs and lows of financial fluctuations dictate your mood and mindset. But by finding a more stable space for your money, you create an environment where financial growth is not subject to the whims of unpredictable forces. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of mindfulness, being fully present and aware of where we place our attention, helps us create harmony between our environment and our internal state. When you place your money in a space that symbolizes stability, you begin to mindfully cultivate your relationship with wealth. You begin to perceive it as something that grows steadily over time, just as the tree roots deepen and expand slowly but surely. Lesson: the key takeaway is to move your finances out of a space that embodies impermanence and disruption. like the garage. Instead, find a location that reflects stability, security, and permanence. A space where your wealth can be cared for, appreciated, and allowed to grow over time. Just as a tree needs firm roots to grow tall, your wealth requires a stable environment to thrive. By choosing a place of stability, you are creating the energetic conditions for your prosperity to take root and flourish. A garage, while functional in its own right, does not provide the foundation needed for lasting financial growth. To encourage your wealth to settle, grow, and flourish, place it in a space that feels grounded and enduring, one where it can thrive in the long term, without the constant disruptions and instability of transient movement. With this simple yet profound shift, you can create the energy of permanence that will support your financial journey for years to come. In Buddhist thought, accessibility is a central theme in cultivating wealth, whether material or spiritual. True prosperity requires attention, presence, and engagement. If you store money in a place that symbolizes remoteness, there is an energetic barrier between you and your wealth. You may find yourself unintentionally pushing prosperity away, creating the belief that wealth is something out of your reach, or perhaps even that it's something you don't deserve to have readily available. This can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, or lack, which are exactly the emotions that block the flow of financial abundance. Consider this: if we want to nurture growth, whether it's personal growth, spiritual development, or financial abundance, we must ensure that the resources we need are accessible. Imagine a gardener who places seeds in the ground, only to bury them under a pile of soil where they are forgotten. No matter how fertile the soil, the seeds cannot grow if they are left out of reach, out of sight, and disconnected from the daily care they need to thrive. The same principle applies to your money. If you put it in a place where you forget about it, or if you feel that it's too distant to access, you are limiting its ability to grow. Furthermore, in Buddhist teachings on the nature of abundance, we learn that wealth, like any form of energy, requires nourishment and attention. If your money is stored away in a dark and used attic, it is symbolic of a lack of care and attention. Wealth is not meant to be hoarded or hidden away. It is meant to be engaged with, used, and actively circulated. By keeping your finances stored in a space that is hard to reach, you send the subtle message that your wealth is something you don't have direct access to, which in turn creates the energetic block that prevents it from growing. In modern psychology, this concept aligns with cognitive dissonance, the idea that our beliefs and actions must be in harmony for us to experience growth and success. If you believe that prosperity is out of reach, your actions, such as hiding money away in a place that is not easily accessible, will reinforce that belief. In turn, this belief will affect your financial decisions, making it more difficult to take the necessary steps to increase your wealth. You may not seek new opportunities, make prudent financial investments, or even fully appreciate the resources you have, simply because your wealth feels distant and unreachable. On a practical level, placing your money in a space where you can see it, touch it, and manage it will help you form a healthy relationship with it. A safe, dedicated space for your finances, like a secure drawer, a personal filing cabinet, or even a digital tracker, creates a sense of ownership and agency. You are actively engaged in managing your wealth, not simply letting it sit idle or neglected. By making your wealth accessible, you develop a deeper sense of control and connection to it. The key takeaway here is that your finances, like your prosperity, should be kept in a place that symbolizes growth, presence, and accessibility. The attic, with its hidden and neglected nature, is not the ideal space for something as vital and active as wealth. Instead, place your money in a space where you can regularly tend to it, appreciate it, and engage with it. This could mean placing it in an easily accessible drawer, a safe that you open regularly, or a digital space that allows you to track and manage it. The more present you are with your finances, the more likely they are to grow and multiply. When you move your money out of the attic and into a space of active care, you are energetically aligning with the flow of abundance. You are sending the message that prosperity is something that is within your reach, accessible, and ready to grow. With this simple shift, You open the door to greater financial flow and a deeper connection to the wealth you are cultivating. 7. The office. Stressful storing. The office is often seen as a place of productivity, focus, and efficiency, where we manage our daily tasks, meet deadlines, and strive toward our professional goals. It's where we organize our lives, plan for the future, and handle important financial decisions, such as paying bills or managing budgets. But there is an often overlooked aspect of the office environment that can subtly influence our relationship with money: stress. In the Buddhist perspective, every space we inhabit has its own energetic signature, and this energy can significantly impact our mindset, especially regarding how we view and manage wealth. The office, a place dominated by tasks, deadlines, and responsibilities, is imbued with the energy of pressure. There is a constant underlying current of urgency and obligation. The buzzing of phones, the blinking of emails, the need to perform. These can quickly turn any workspace into an area of heightened tension, where every task becomes a race against the clock. When money is stored in this environment, it risks being entangled with these stressors. Financial matters, by their nature, often carry their own sense of urgency, whether it's bills needing to be paid or financial goals that need to be met. However, combining this with the inherent tension of an office, where every interaction is a reminder of deadlines, performance, and output, can create an unconscious association between money and stress. You may not even realize it, but your subconscious mind starts to link wealth with pressure, urgency, and perhaps even scarcity. Think about how you feel when you walk into your office. Your mind immediately shifts into a more task-oriented, sometimes anxious state. You may start to feel a slight tension in your chest as you process your responsibilities. When money is stored here, it becomes a part of this cycle. It's no longer just a neutral object. It's been infused with the energy of stress, just like everything else in the room. As you walk by your finances or interact with them, your mind might unconsciously remind you of bills to pay, debts to manage, or financial uncertainties, all of which contribute to the tension that already exists in the space. In Buddhist thought, calmness and clarity are essential elements of prosperity. True wealth, whether material or spiritual, requires an environment that nurtures peace and mindfulness. When we are calm and clear, our ability to make wise decisions, especially regarding our finances, is heightened. In contrast, when we are operating from a place of stress and urgency, the decisions we make are often reactive, short-term, and driven by the need to alleviate pressure in the moment. These decisions may not always align with long-term financial growth or well-being. For example, paying a bill out of panic may cause you to miss an opportunity to save or invest, while financial decisions made in haste often carry the energy of scarcity rather than abundance. Further, the pressure-filled environment of the office can block the flow of creative energy. Money, in a sense, is like creative potential. It can grow, expand, and bring about positive change when treated with care, patience, and intentionality. But when your finances are stored in a place that continually reminds you of rushing and performing, it becomes harder to make thoughtful, strategic decisions that align with your financial goals. Instead of thinking expansively about how to grow your wealth, your energy may be channeled into simply trying to survive the pressure. Additionally, from a scientific standpoint, stress has a direct and tangible effect on our cognitive abilities. Chronic stress can impair our ability to think clearly, make decisions, and solve problems. This means that when we work in environments charged with stress, like an office that doubles as a place to store money, we are not only impacting our emotional well-being but also our financial intelligence. Studies in psychology show that stress interferes with our brain's ability to process information efficiently and can lead to poor decision-making. In this environment, your money is not merely sitting idly. It is absorbing the energy of your daily pressures and anxieties. Over time, this can affect your perception of money itself. You may begin to view finances not as a resource to nurture and grow, but as an obligation to manage, a task to deal with. It may even contribute to a sense of financial scarcity, where your wealth is only seen as something you are trying to control or keep afloat, rather than something you are cultivating and expanding. The key lesson here is to choose a space for your finances that allows them to exist in an environment of calm and organization, rather than one that promotes tension and chaos. Your money should not be exposed to the chaotic energy of an office filled with stress. Instead, find a quiet, nurturing space, perhaps a drawer in your bedroom, a safe, or another peaceful, organized spot in your home. A space that represents clarity, purpose, and long-term growth will allow your finances to flourish, free from the pressures that can lead to short-sighted, reactive decisions. This isn't just about the physical location of your money, but about the energetic space you create for it. Just as you wouldn't conduct meditation or spiritual practice in a place filled with distractions, your financial resources need a sanctuary, a space where they can be tended to with intention, not weighed down by stress or urgency. By moving your money into a space that is calm and organized, you begin to cultivate a mindset that is not only peaceful but also prosperous. You begin to see money not as a source of stress or obligation, but as a tool that can support your long-term goals, giving you the clarity and confidence to make wise financial decisions. In the end, the office may serve its purpose for productivity, but it is not the ideal environment for cultivating wealth. Your finances deserve a space where they can grow at their own pace, nurtured by a sense of peace, order, and clarity. By removing your finances from the stress of the office and placing them in a more conducive environment, you are laying the groundwork for long-term financial prosperity. Transformative practices for financial prosperity. To foster financial prosperity, it is important to recognize that our external environment often mirrors our internal state, and the energy in the spaces around us can either support or obstruct the flow of wealth. In Buddhist practice, we are encouraged to be mindful of both our surroundings and our mental habits, for it is through awareness and intention that we create a life of abundance. The following transformative practices, inspired by Buddhist principles, can help shift the energy of your space and cultivate a mindset that attracts and nurtures financial prosperity. 1. Cultivating gratitude. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, a practice that invites us to acknowledge the abundance we already have, rather than focusing on what we lack. Each evening, take a moment to reflect on the money and resources you currently possess, no matter how much or how little. This simple act of appreciation shifts the energy from scarcity to abundance. It aligns with the Buddhist principle of mindful appreciation, which encourages us to recognize the impermanence and preciousness of all things. Gratitude helps us cultivate an open heart and mind, ready to receive more. In this practice, avoid judgment or comparison, whether you have a small amount of money or a larger sum. The act of appreciating what you have invites more of the same into your life. This positive shift in energy tells the universe that you are open and receptive to wealth, and it helps to break the cycle of worry and fear around finances. Gratitude also creates a space of inner peace, which is crucial for attracting prosperity. 2. Cleansing spaces. In Buddhist thought, energy is not static. It flows and interacts with everything in its path. Your home, just like your mind, can accumulate negative or stagnant energy, especially in areas associated with financial matters. Regularly cleansing your home, both physically and energetically, is a powerful way to refresh the environment and clear any blockages that may be hindering the flow of abundance. One effective method is to burn incense or sage, which is used in many cultures to purify spaces. The smoke from these materials can help clear any heavy or negative energy in the room, allowing the environment to feel lighter and more welcoming. You can also use sound, like ringing a bell or playing calming music, to disrupt stagnant energy. Be sure to focus your attention on the areas where you store your finances, whether it's a wallet, drawer, or safe. As you cleanse the space, consciously envision it being filled with positive, abundant energy that will nurture your wealth. 3. Visualization. Visualization is a deeply transformative practice, rooted in the understanding that our thoughts shape our reality. In Buddhism, the concept of samyak drishti, right view, teaches us to see things clearly and with intention, aligning our thoughts with our desired outcome. When it comes to finances, Visualizing your money growing and multiplying can be a powerful tool to shift your financial energy. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Imagine your money flowing freely, like a river of abundance, without any barriers or obstructions. Picture it multiplying effortlessly, growing more and more over time. See this abundance flowing into your life in ways that support your goals and your well-being. As you visualize, focus on the feelings of security, peace, and freedom that this abundance brings. This practice helps to strengthen your belief in your ability to attract prosperity, aligning your subconscious mind with your conscious desires. Visualization, combined with deep breathing, can also help to alleviate any anxiety or stress you may feel about finances. The calm and focus created through this practice allows you to tap into a deeper sense of inner peace and clarity, making it easier to see and act on opportunities for financial growth. 4. Affirmations. Affirmations are another simple yet powerful tool to shift your mindset. In Buddhism, the power of speech is recognized as a means of creating reality. Words carry vibration and energy, and when spoken with intention, they can shift our perceptions and the world around us. Use affirmations such as, "I attract wealth with ease. Abundance is my natural state. I am deserving of prosperity and financial freedom." Speak these affirmations aloud or silently, with deep belief and conviction. As you repeat them, allow the words to resonate deeply within you. Feel the truth of these statements in your body and mind. Over time, these affirmations will help to reprogram any limiting beliefs you may have about money, replacing thoughts of scarcity with a deep, unshakable belief in your ability to manifest abundance. 5. Aligning with nature. Nature holds a profound significance in Buddhist philosophy. The natural world is a reflection of balance, stability, and growth. To foster financial prosperity, consider aligning your money with natural materials that symbolize these qualities. Wood, stone, and other earthy elements represent groundedness and strength. These materials are stable and enduring, much like the foundation required for long-term financial growth. Consider storing your finances in a space that incorporates natural elements, such as placing them in a wooden box, a stone jar, or near plants that represent growth and vitality. In addition, you may choose to decorate your space with items from nature, such as seashells, crystals, or a small plant. The energy of these natural materials will help create an environment of stability and groundedness, inviting the prosperity to settle and grow over time. 6. Symbolism of prosperity. In many Buddhist cultures, prosperity is not only seen in material terms, but also as a reflection of spiritual abundance and balance. Symbols of prosperity can play an important role in attracting wealth and aligning the energies of your space with your financial goals. Green plants, for example, represent life, growth, and renewal, all qualities that are necessary for financial success. They absorb negative energy and refresh the environment, just as we need to regularly refresh our financial mindset. A simple bowl of coins can also serve as a powerful symbol of prosperity, inviting abundance into your life. In some Buddhist traditions, citrine crystals are used to attract wealth and success, as they are believed to carry the energy of prosperity and success. Surrounding your finances with these symbols can help reinforce the belief that abundance is always within reach. These symbols also remind us that prosperity is not only about accumulating wealth, but also about living in harmony with the flow of life. Just as a flower needs sunlight and nourishment to grow, your wealth requires care, attention, and alignment with the flow of abundance. By integrating these transformative practices into your life, you begin to create an environment, both internally and externally, that supports the growth of your financial prosperity. You align your thoughts, your actions, and your space with the energy of abundance, stability, and balance. As a result, you cultivate not just wealth, but a profound sense of well-being and peace in every aspect of your life. As we come to the end of this journey today, I want you to remember that your home is much more than just the space where you sleep, eat, and work. It is a sacred reflection of your inner self, a mirror of your emotional and spiritual state. Every room, every item, Every place you choose to store your possessions, especially money, carries an energy that influences your life. The way you treat your physical environment speaks volumes about how you relate to abundance, wealth, and security in your own mind. By becoming more mindful about where and how you store your money, you're not just rearranging physical objects, you're shifting the very energy of your space. When you place your money in places that carry negative or unstable energy, you unknowingly invite those same energies into your financial life. On the other hand, when you create spaces in your home that nurture growth, stability, and abundance, you begin to align yourself with the flow of prosperity. It's essential to understand that true financial well-being, much like true peace of mind, is not something that can be chased or forced. It begins with intention, awareness, and the ability to cultivate balance in every area of your life. When you mindfully create an environment that supports your values, aspirations, and goals, when you align your physical surroundings with the abundance you seek, that energy will naturally begin to flow into your life. Just as the calm waters of a river nourish the land they pass through, the energy in your home can nourish your financial growth and create opportunities for success, prosperity, and peace. I invite you to embrace these practices with patience and gratitude. The path to prosperity is not always instant, but with each step you take in alignment with these principles, you will find that financial freedom becomes not just a distant dream, but a natural part of your life. Remember, the changes you make to your environment, both physical and energetic, are the seeds for a rich and abundant future. Thank you for joining me today on Mindful Glow. It has been a true honor to share these insights with you. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue this journey together. Let's keep exploring the art of mindful living and creating the lives we truly deserve. Lives filled with peace, abundance, and limitless potential. May your home be a sanctuary that reflects the prosperity you wish to invite into your life. May the steps you take from today onward bring you closer to the peace and abundance that already lie within you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll continue our exploration of mindful living, financial freedom, and creating the life you've always dreamed of. Until then, may your heart be light, your path be clear, and your home always be filled with peace, prosperity, and grace.